What is up, beautiful people? My name is Anthony Walker. This is another edition of the Wrestling Matters podcast. Hope you guys are well in whatever it is you are doing on this in the UK on this bank holiday, rubbish bank holiday weekend. I hate bank holidays, I really do. I hate bank holidays, I hate Good Fridays. So yawn of a day. But anyway, hope you guys are well in whatever it is you're doing. Apologies for this being a little bit late than I had planned. I did have a very good week last week. A lot of things got to me last week that I know shouldn't have got to me, but they did. And a lot of things were stressing me out and that, and I just wasn't myself last week. So, and people pissing me off, quite frankly, to put it politely. A lot of people thinking that, say they were going to call me and everything, and they didn't. So, it really annoys me when that happens. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm here today. Hope you guys enjoyed AEW this weekend. I want to start off this podcast by talking about WWE. Now, a little note before I get into the main topic of what I want to talk about in terms of WWE. BG James, Brian James, Road Dogg, apparently has signed a deal. He's back with WWE. He resigned as the head writer of SmackDown, which is a possible thing because he got sick and tired of Vince sticking his nose in, and he got sick and tired of travelling from where he lives all the way to Stamford, Connecticut, and getting planes over there left and right just to go and meet with Vince. So, to make it easy for him, he's been down the Performance Center, and apparently he's got himself a full-time job with NXT. So now he's working for Triple H. So, hey, good old Triple H comes to the rescue as always. So, I hope it goes well. It hasn't been confirmed what role he's got yet, but apparently he is working for them. So, champion on that. Also, as well, let's get to Raw. Let's get to Raw and SmackDown. I have basically given up on Raw and SmackDown, to be honest with you. I've basically given up on the main roster. This is where I go back to what I said, why they should be on their own network. But anyway, I've basically given up on both programs. I don't know what to say. It's so bad Raw now, and it's so bad SmackDown. It's genuinely not even funny. And this, Brock Lesnar being Mr. Money in the Bank. Now, he's going to announce his cash-in decision this week on Raw. Or tonight, in fact. It's going to be Seth Rollins. Because even though he's meant to go to SmackDown, even though it hasn't been confirmed yet, I have seen advertising of the card for June 7th? The Super Showdown. I have seen cards advertised for that, and he's going to face Seth Rollins. He's scheduled to face Seth Rollins at the Super Show, and he's meant to be at the Super Show too. So what they're going to do with him? Oh yeah, we'll just give him another shot at the Universal title. Is he going to win? Probably not. But yeah, that's what's going to be. Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Universal Championship, June 7th. Super Showdown. That's what's going to be. I'm calling it now. I'll be amazed if WWE go a different direction with this, but I doubt it's going to happen. I doubt it. Apparently, the future of the the United States Championship is going to be addressed. Why? What for? Oh, it might be because of the controversy surrounding it. I was going to say they're not kicking it out yet, for crying out loud. And I'll get to the 24/7 bullshit in a minute. But let me just run through, have a look at these shows. I'm not going to review it because, like I say, I've basically given up on Raw and given up on SmackDown. I hate, it's like talking to a wall. This whole thing, it really is. The past results, May 20th. Let's have a look. I'll just have a quick browse. I mean, the main event ended in a DQ. It was a no DQ match. Anyway, because at the beginning of the show, Brock got confronted by Seth and Kofi. Braun beat the hell out of Sami Zayn. Lucha Party tried to get a small measure of revenge on Lars Sullivan for him beating them up on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Cesaro beats Ricochet. I would imagine that them two are going to end up like Sami Zayn and Cesaro. I hope. Roman agrees to go face-to-face with Shane McMahon at the Super Showdown show. The Rivals beat Usos. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross defeat Women's Tag Team Champions Iconics and Lacey Evans. That's just Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans all over again, really. More build-up. I'll get to the 24/7 Championship in a minute. McIntyre defeats The Miz. R-Truth becomes the new champion, 24/7 champion, after Robert Roode beat it. Again, I'll get to that in a second. And the Universal Champion Seth and the WWE Champion Kofi defeat Lashley and Corbin in a no disqualification match, and then Lesnar confronts the champions. Same old, isn't it, really? And as for SmackDown, I'll go to SmackDown now. At least SmackDown's a 2-hour show. Oh yeah, McIntyre showed up on SmackDown and beat up Roman Reigns for Shane. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn crashed Big E's welcome back party. Ali beat Andrade. Carmel versus Mandy Rose ended with chaos from the 24/7 stuff. Kingston beat Sami Zayn. Dolph Ziggler returned and attacked Kofi. It's going to be them two. It's going to be them two, probably, at the Super Showdown show. Unless Lesnar cashes in on Kofi, which he won't. Lynch and Bayley beat Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair, and Becky made it crystal clear she wants a piece of Bayley. She wants their belt back. Dolph explained his actions, and Roman beat Elias. Yawn. Right? Absolute yawn. And also, Drew McIntyre attacked Roman on behalf of Shane McMahon. Right. That's why I've given up on the main rosters, guys. Absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And you know what's killing the main roster at the moment? This wildcard thing. Like I said in the comeback show that I did, if you're going to split up the brand, if you're going to do the brand split, but if you're going to stop the brand split, just do it. There's no need for a wild card. The wild card thing is rubbish. It really is. Absolutely awful. Yeah, big deal. There's a few of them that can go to Raw to SmackDown or SmackDown to Raw. Woo. You know? If you're going to just end, if you want the brand split to end, then fucking end it. Just end the whole thing. Okay? End it all. Just end it. If you want to do that. It seems they're heading down that route, but it's just they want to add certain things to it and certain stuff to it and everything like that. I mean, come on. You know, it's just borderline ridiculous. It really is. Right. Now that's done. Let's get to my main topic. The 24/7 Championship. This all started, ladies and gentlemen, at Money in the Bank. Because it was announced at Money in the Bank that Mick Foley would come out on Raw and introduce a new title. Now, don't get me wrong. Watching that, I got a few people messaging me on Facebook and maybe on Twitter too. I got excited about that a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Because I thought, oh, interesting new title. And with all this talk over the 2 years about WWE giving the women their own brand, like 205, I thought we might get a new women's title. Because now they've got the women's titles and the tag team titles. Secondary title, really? You know, a women's Intercontinental Championship, or a women's United States Championship, or a women's whatever the fuck championship. You know, I thought we might gonna get something like that. But then Raw came along, and we got Mick Foley coming out, and he announced a 24/7 championship. Wow. Is that the best you could do, WWE? Really? All this hype over a new title, and you bring out a 24/7 championship, which, I'll go on record in saying this right now, is the PG Hardcore title. It's the PG Hardcore title. And it started off in the ring, full, everybody comes out, all the jobbers come out, Titus O'Neil, Robert Roode, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, poor bastards, really are. I'll get to them in a second. You know, everybody comes out, Noah Hill's here, blah, blah, blah. Everybody comes out, and it's the first one to grab the belt. It is the very first champion. And what do you know? Titus O'Neil gets it. Titus O'Neil grabs out of it. And as he's walking back up the ramp, out of nowhere, Robert, wish I was ravishing Rick Rude. Right? Yeah. Robert, wish I was ravishing Rick Rude comes out and gets the pinfall, and he becomes the champion. Next minute, he's running backstage trying to hide. Right? And I'm not going to lie to you, I was at work last week. I got called into work last week. And I came back and I thought about this in the car. Can you imagine if AJ Styles went for that belt? Or people like that going for that belt, and AJ Styles is walking around with the 24/7 title? But then I came to the realization when I saw Raw that the 24/7 title is a jobbers, because Robert Roode ran past Lashley and Corbin. Yes, Corbin's a main eventer on Raw, sorry. Run past them two, and they didn't do a damn thing. They just looked at him and were like, the fuck? You know, that kind of thing. Didn't do a damn thing. And then eventually, towards the end, you've got R-Truth stealing pretty much the belt, beating Robert Roode, and taking the belt to SmackDown with him. And then on SmackDown, they have him dress up like a low-key Velveteen Dream, just so he can hide from the other people. And Carmella's with him. So this is what it's come to now. You know, everybody wanted the hardcore title back, and the WWE throws this piece of shit on us. Fucking hell. And you wonder why WWE main roster's getting bollocked on all the time. Because of shit like this. I mean, come on. This is what it's come to now. 3 hours of Monday Night Raw, 24/7 title. Okay? 2 hours of SmackDown, 24/7 title. 3-4 hour pay-per-views, 24/7 title. No doubt it'll probably be on the TakeOver June 1st as well. June 1st, TakeOver. NXT TakeOver, 24/7 title coming in. Because apparently the 24/7 title is not only open to Raw and SmackDown, it's open to NXT, NXT UK, 205 Live, and the list goes on. And you wonder why the ratings are down. You wonder why the ratings are down. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And speaking of the 24/7 title, are WWE lazy enough or tight enough to not make a championship belt? Give me an example. Over the weekend, AEW, which I'll talk about in a bit. I'll talk a little bit about in a bit. I saw the show over the weekend. No need to review it. I know I'm going to say it later on. I'll do it in a second. Right? But this is the AEW thing, right? Right, let me just test this out. Right, hang on. That's the wrong one. right? This belt, this picture here, right? I saw AEW. Bret Hart came out in AEW over the weekend and did this, right? Let me just get this in, right? So we got that, and then we got this. That there, ladies and gentlemen, is Bret Hart holding up the AEW Championship belt. That is now the AEW World Championship. There. That's a belt, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? That's how you create a title, WWE. And I even put it, when I saw this over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen, I even put it over the, on Twitter, eat your heart out, WWE. Because that's how you create a title. Okay? That's how you make a belt. Right there. WWE come out with this 24/7 belt. And it's the most horriblest thing I have ever seen in my life. It is so bad. It never even got a reaction. Never, ever got a reaction. You could hear a pin drop when the belt came out. And apparently, also, it's in WWEshop.com. Who in their right mind is going to want to buy that belt? Or buy a replica of that belt? Apart from kids. Who in their right mind is going to want to buy that title? I'm not going to be buying it. Don't get me wrong, I like to have some belts. I like to have a championship, like a replica title. But I'll tell you this right now, if I did buy a replica title, that wouldn't be on the list. Or wouldn't be first on the list to buy. I mean, come on. Have you seen how bad that title is? Legit. The title is so bad, it's not even funny. It isn't, it's not even funny. And as you can see it there on the screen, I'll take this off a second. As you can see there on the screen there, ladies and gentlemen, that is the 24/7 championship belt. So WWE announced that. And in terms of a championship belt in their own right, ladies and gentlemen, okay, that's what AEW get. On the right, the AEW World title, created, beautifully created, and WWE 24/7 is that. And you want to know why that WWE 24/7 sucks compared to the AEW title? And like I said on Twitter, WWE, you could stick that belt up your ass, because that's how you create the title. 24/7 title was not even created, because it is a watered down belt that has already been used in the company. They just took the belt and made it. They took the belt, realized they weren't going to use it, and thought, 24/7 title. Because that belt was used last time in the company before it became the 24/7 title at the Greatest Royal Rumble, the show where Braun Strowman won. Because you know he won the title. He won the Royal Rumble. He got a trophy, I think. And then he got the belt. That's the belt. Guys, that is the belt. That 24/7 title is that belt. That Greatest Royal Rumble title. You know? Oh, boy. You know, and that's what I'm saying to you guys. That's what it's there. So, sorry, guys. I just messed up my little thing there. But that's what I'm saying to you guys. 24/7 title is that Greatest Royal Rumble championship that Braun won in the Greatest Royal Rumble in the very first Saudi show. Lazy booking on WWE's part, and not only lazy booking, lazy creativeness, if that's even a thing. You know, what can you say? The WWE 24/7 championship sucks. Okay? End of discussion. Unbelievable. And that's what we have to put up with now on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live, NXT UK as well. Oh, that's going to be a ball of fruits and nuts. That's going to be a ball of fruits and nuts. Can you imagine the NXT UK crew, the hottest thing on WWE at the moment in the UK, that and NXT, two hot programs right there, and they're going to have people like that. And you know what? This low-key Velveteen Dream that he's turned into, R-Truth, doesn't even call that belt the 24/7 title. He walks around with it with the European title. He thinks it's the European title. Oh yeah, I'm going around with my European champion. Dude, I know you've lost your mojo back in the day. You're a former United States champion. Hell, at one point in another company, you were a world champion. But people seem to forget about that. Even WWE seems to forget about that. Or doesn't acknowledge it, whatever. Oh, boy. Like I say, guys, you wonder why the ratings are down. Because that's what this is about. This 24/7 title is about ratings. It has to be about ratings. It can't be about anything else. It cannot be about any other thing than ratings. But if you think the ratings are going to go up on the shows because of this, then you're an idiot. Because it ain't going to happen. No chance. Like I say, the 24/7 title is the PG era's hardcore title. Because I can't call it the hardcore title, can they? PG. 24/7 title, the PG Hardcore Championship. You know, it is what it is. And that's my somewhat rant over the 24/7 title. It sucks. Period. Oh, man. Like I say, guys. Let's turn this up a second. 24/7 title, AEW World Championship. You work it out which one's the best. Right. I'll move on to some more stuff as well. I don't know if I'm going to be interviewing Sabu on this show, because with EPW, I don't know, like I said, it hasn't been fully confirmed. But with EPW, my local promotion up here, the promoter there wants me to do shoot interviews. There might have to be audio, there might have to be like audio stuff like I used to do back in the day. Unless you can get us in face to face and we can do something there. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I say, it's up to him what he wants to do. I'm not chasing him or anything like that. And like I say, Chris, you know where to find me. You know, give me a call. We'll sort something out. We'll get it all sorted out. I've already agreed to do it. But it's just waiting on you basically and getting it organised. I know it's difficult for you. Because he did have planned to me interview Rene Dupree, but Rene Dupree pretty much fucked him over a little bit. Well, he was meant to show up at a show that I went to, I believe, at the Sports Village, but he ended up going to PCW instead. So, he was trying to get in there, but it didn't work out. That's my only conclusion. I don't know if it's 100%, so don't quote me on that. But, yeah, he wants me to do shooting interviews. He's been pretty much, January 19th, he pulled me aside when I went to the show. He pulled me aside and said, I want you to do shooting interviews. And everything like that. And I was like, cool, just let me know. Get it all sorted out, how you want to do it, and we'll sort it out. And I talked to him at the Sports Village show in April, and we said, we'll do it, but we might need to do it over Skype. So I might need to go back to Skype again. But I don't know, like I say, it's up to him what he can do. It's up to him what he wants to do. I'm not boom, 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 forcing it over or anything like that. I can edit it, no problem. It's up to him what he wants to do. It's all up to him at the end of the day. I have no control over it. And I think he even mentioned Sabu being on that list as well, which would be cool. Because I can get in. Because a lot of things I want to know from Sabu about his career and everything like that. But it seems that might not happen depending on what is going on. Because it seems that Sabu has returned to Impact Wrestling. Watched the show. Well, I didn't watch the show. I saw the highlights of the show. Good match between Tommy and Rob Van Dam, old school. Ethan Page and his partner came out and attacked him, and then Moose came out and attacked him, and then Sabu came out with chairs. It seems that Sabu is now a part of Impact Wrestling once again. So it's Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, even though he owns House of Hardcore, and Sabu. So, and I don't think Sabu anytime soon would be making any plans. If you're thinking of Sabu going to AEW, don't. Because the reason being, ladies and gentlemen, if you think he's going to go to AEW, he's not going to go to AEW anytime soon now because he seems to have signed and joined with Impact with Rob Van Dam and co. But if you think he's going to go to AEW anytime soon, don't. And plus, with their lead announcer being there, I'm talking about Jim Ross, he's been very vocal negatively towards him. So that's what I've seen on Twitter anyway. But so don't be expecting Rob Van Dam to show up. Sabu, to show up on AEW anytime soon. The show itself, the AEW show itself, was phenomenal. Top to bottom, all the matches that were on the card, blood, eat your heart out WWE, PG, you can stick your PG up your ass, blood, gore, everything, an emotional match between the Rhodes brothers, Dustin and Cody, as well, and apparently them two are going to be teaming up next month against the Young Bucks. June 29th, their next AEW show. But guys, if you haven't watched AEW, I watched it over the weekend. I didn't watch it on ITV box office. I watched it on some sites that I saw. All the shows, top to bottom. And in my opinion, considering the way they're going, Jericho, great match, another great match with him and Omega. But Jericho beat Omega, and in that battle royal, the wild card won, which was Hangman Page. It seems, ladies and gentlemen, the direction they're going with, and I might be wrong about this, don't hold me to it, okay? Don't be coming at me in the comments or wherever it is you're watching this. It seems they're building towards Adam Page becoming the first AEW World Champion. And I'll be surprised if they go with Jericho. But it seems it goes to what Jim Ross said on the show. He's now the building block of that company. So who's going to be the first champion? Boom, Adam Page. But they're just looking for good people for him to work with. And you get no better than Chris Jericho. That is for sure. Will Chris Jericho be a champion in AEW? Probably. I'm not denying that, but he's not going to be the first champion. And I'll be surprised if they go with him. I mean, he's already the very first undisputed champion in the wrestling business, but will he be the first AEW champion? I don't think so. Hangman Page will be your champion. However, Chris Jericho wanted to thank you after his match with Omega. He wanted the people to thank him and that. And he got a thank you, but not in the way he would hoped. He got dirty deeds. That's right, Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, is now a member of AEW. He's all in, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't believe me, oh, wrong one. There he is. There's the picture in itself, ladies and gentlemen. John Moxley, AEW, showed up and not only attacked Chris Jericho, but got into a brawl with Kenny as well. And F5'd Kenny off the chips that were on the stage, the poker chips that were on the stage and that were part of the staging area as well. So, yeah, it's a big deal. I checked the price of AEW in terms of the UK as well. And £14, £15 for a pay-per-view. Yeah, when have I done that before? a good thing I saw it over the weekend. I saw it when I did, so thankfully, because you know, paying £15 for the pay-per-view, I think them days have ended for me. Considering the network as well, I could go back to saying that's why WWE is now splitting from the network. And apparently also, ladies and gentlemen, I also asked on the Comeback show, are we going to get AEW TV show, the AEW weekly television show? That they've just signed a deal with TNT in America, TNT Turner Network Television in America. Are we going to get that over here? And it seems, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is yes, we are. AEW in October is coming here to ITV, and I'm guessing it's ITV4 they're going to air over here. And I also figured this out as well. WWE is unfortunately about to leave Sky Sports and go to BT. And apparently BT goes into the homes of 2.2 million people. That's what I've got out of that. That's the numbers I got. It's 2 million. Pretty much. Over 2 million homes. AEW signed a deal with ITV for the weekly show, and that show will go into 27 million homes. WWE, take notice. It seems at the rate it's going, you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. I don't know how many homes the TNT goes into. I would imagine it's a lot. But in terms of the UK-based, UK fans, the UK product, AEW and WWE in the UK is what I'm talking about. It seems AEW's won. AEW, ITV, 27 million homes. WWE, BT Sport, 2.2 or 2 point whatever it is million homes. Seems AEW got the good deal out of that. Maybe WWE should go to Channel 4 or something like that, or go to a network like that in the UK. Yes, BT is BT. BT is a second-rate Sky Sports, if I'm being honest with you. It's competition to Sky Sports. But is going to BT a good idea for WWE? In terms of ratings and homes it goes into? Nah. And plus, considering the way the product is at the moment, unless changes are made, drastically made, I don't see many people wanting to get BT Sport, especially WWE fans. Oh yeah, we'll watch Raw for 3 hours. Yeah, watch how shite it is. Because Raw sucks. Sorry. That's why I'm blessed to have the network, because you go back and watch the old school stuff. Back when Raw was good. And SmackDown was good. A lot of changes need to be made. The only good thing at the moment, they have done some good things, Kofi being the champion and whatever. But the rest, and at the rate they're going, compare that to WWE, compare WWE to AEW at the moment, AEW is where it's at. AEW, in terms of how a wrestling product should be, not PG. AEW's TV-14. They don't have people rushing down to ringside to worry about a wrestler that bleeds, like they do in WWE. Thinking referees standing there with freaking bleeding gloves on, for Christ's sake, like he's something out of a hospital bed. It's ridiculous. AEW is how a wrestling company should be. And yes, it's their first show, but if that's their first show, Double or Nothing, I can't wait to June 29th and July 31st or July 13th, whatever it is. We've got one show in June, one show in July, show the back end of August, All Out. I would imagine they'll have another one in September, and in October is where it really kicks off. The whole thing kicks off in October, and I mean really kicks off. So all they're doing right now is pay-per-view, 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 pay-per-view. And then in October, I'm guessing it's October 6th in America. I don't know when it'll be over here, but it's in October, I know that. That's when the whole kit and caboodle kicks off. The whole thing goes, away we go with AEW. And I cannot wait. It's gonna be sick. Absolutely spot on. I love AEW. I loved what they did on the show. And like I said, WWE needs to take notice. And big time notice. I will be reviewing or talking about other promotions on this podcast as well, like Defiant, ICW, and the list goes on and on. ICW have not done any Fight Club shows yet. They've been putting up some of their old stuff up on the on-demand service, but they haven't been putting their Fight Club stuff up yet. And I'm looking to get back into Impact Wrestling. I'm gonna hopefully maybe this coming weekend I'll probably sign up for Impact Wrestling for free for 30 days and watch the old stuff and that. And I'm also looking to get back into Progress as well. Maybe watch some Progress shows as well. So, yeah. It's pretty good to be a wrestling fan at the moment. And like I said to you on the first show, thank God there's other wrestling companies outside of WWE. Because I'll tell you this right now, if this whole wrestling business, this whole wrestling community had one promotion, it was WWE. If WWE was that only promotion, I swear to God right now, as God is my witness, my head wouldn't be on my shoulders. I love WWE, whatever happens and everything like that. I am a WWE guy. I've watched WWE all my life. I can't get rid of the network, and I won't get rid of the network even if I tried. £10 a month for all that stuff. But if WWE was the only wrestling promotion around, my head would not be on my shoulders. Because watching that product, the main roster, not NXT or NXT UK, the main roster I'm talking about, Raw and SmackDown, watching that main product, it's not fun. It really is not fun. That's all I'm saying on that one, guys. Right. I'll see if there's any other bits of news to come up with. Any other stuff as well. Hope you guys enjoyed AEW as well. Right. No, it's apparently 2 stars. Ooh, 2 stars were injured. Who are the 2 stars? Khan was in charge of the timing of the show. Okay. Impact Wrestling producer Kevin Sullivan was credited for the AEW video packaging. Keith Mitchell, formerly of WCW and TNA, was also there as well. And Pentagon and Phoenix were reportedly injured at the pay-per-view as well. So that might be a little tough for Pentagon, because apparently at the back end of August, on a indie show, from what I've seen, he is promoted to go one-on-one with John Moxley. So that match could be in doubt then. That match could be in doubt, if that's the case. Yeah, that match could definitely be in doubt. Yeah, Sean Spears debuted. And Dustin Rose says Vince better watch his ass. And he's right. WWE needs to watch their ass. Or if they want to stay in business, they need to step up their game. Big time. Because if they don't, they're going to end up like WCW. On the shelf. And it'll be AEW buying them. So they need to step up the game. They need to go back to doing what they did in, this new generation era ended up going tits up, didn't they? And then that's why they had to create the Attitude Era. They need to step it up and do it quick. Otherwise, AEW is going to eat them for breakfast. That's all I'm saying on that, guys. Right, that's all I've got here on the podcast this week, guys. Sorry it was a little bit late as normal. I've recorded this, it's going straight up, so there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'll be back over the weekend. I don't know if it'll be a Saturday that I'll record another episode because I'm working Saturday as it's scheduled to be, unless things change. But I'm working Saturday, so it looks like it'll have to be Sunday. I'll try and do it Sunday morning, get it over and done with and everything. But I will be back next coming weeks, and I'll also have some information on what's to come as well. I am trying to get an intro for this show, try and create an intro for this show. It's not easy, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see how it goes and everything like that. So, like I say, I've already just come back. I'm already getting back into the saddle, so things will step up, and hopefully I'll get in touch with them people about my website this week as well, which I'm hoping to do. So, if you're in the UK, enjoy your bank holiday, enjoy whatever it is you're doing on the bank holiday, enjoy the week, guys. Check me out, Mixer.com. If you want to see me stream games, Mixer.com/GamesMatter, Twitch.tv/Anthony Walker Games Matter as well. I'll be doing 2 shows of GMW this week, Wednesdays and Fridays on that channel, so be sure to check it out. And until then, guys, my name is Anthony Walker. You are awesome. I am out. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you next time here on the podcast. Peace.